Can someone explain to me why for wooden palisade walls we need tin, silver, and bronze, and no wood? Hello everyone! Today I want to focus a bit more on the story of Ananke, and with a bit more I mean actually start it. So we have to get to the village of Calenti. So we have to talk to Lucia here, who's at the border, or at the barrier. After which, we also have to of course destroy the barrier. Hey, who are you? Beyond this barrier lies Calenti, or at least what's left of it. The invaders erected this barrier around the village, trapping the inhabitants. Looking for Fuscius, he was taken by the invaders farther north, to the desolation of Paloka. Either way, the only way to reach him is through here. You'll need to get rid of the barrier. And we can do that by destroying the pylon that's all the way out here, which is quite the ways. And I guess while we're at it, we may as well explore the rest of the island as well. Or of this section of the map. I want to get this all completed. Let's first go to the Fisherman's Hideaway. There'll most likely be a quest for us there as well. As when we saved a person from the Eternal Spire, they said they went there. We also really have to learn how to read these things. These stone tablets, we found many of these. I can't really interact with them. Well, it seems like they're hiding something back here, so what's this? If you're not a mindless monster, use this route on the right, otherwise bugger off. But what just stopped me from opening the door? I guess the barricades. Okay. Well, I guess we just jump down here then. Oh, we're already at the fisherman's hideout. Now, I guess they were pretty safe out here. And we got some fishermen's out here. Surprise, surprise, I suppose. And one that has a quest. It's probably the one we saved, but I can't really remember. We need some bones to fix up this teleporter. I don't think we're going to be able to get that here. And unless I find a piece of marble? Hey. Well, would you look at that? I saw a chest here as well that we can repair. And there's a chest over there too. Question is, can we actually make that? Yeah, easily. It seems like it goes down really quickly, this stamina bar. But it isn't as bad as you'd think. Let's fix up the chest, gather some of the bones, get the teleporter fixed. I'm guessing they give you a teleporter here, because we're gonna have to come back here often. Let's talk to some of the fishermen first. If you want to catch a variety of fish, you need to travel to different islands. Each island usually has 2 types of fishing spots that vary in fish you can pull out. Yeah, I did kind of notice that. Ooh. I also get 10k experience for just talking to the guy. You should talk to my mentor. I like his wisdom and patience. Alright, well I did, and he basically taught me something I already knew. Alright, Felipa, what's up? Oh, hi. Nice to see you again. The fisherman took me in, and I'm starting to settle here. However, I can't get used to the smell. Their clothes, their house, the whole place reeks of fish. Now I wonder why. I've been thinking about building a house, but I'm not good with construction work. I'd asked those two, but what if they stink up the new place as well? So this is kind of embarrassing after all you've done. But could you build me a house? I need to have certain elements, but the final design is up to you. She just wants foundations as well as a stone step? I guess alright. Let's gather up some stone, I suppose. Now this whole thing doesn't really make much sense in my opinion. The house is gonna smell like fish regardless. Alright, you wanted to have 6 of these. It's gonna be a very square house, so I'm gonna do you a favor and add a 7 to that. And also give you more stair space to walk on. Okay, now the walls and stuff come in. Do you have access to that? Yes. We need more planks. Don't we have a ton of that in the chest? I guess we don't. I'm sure I made a bunch. I must have forgotten them somewhere. And I think I know where. Let's head back to Sanctus real quick. I was sawing a bunch of planks here. Oh, that's still not a whole lot, though. Alright, there we go. Then 6 roof tiles. This is not going to be a very fancy house at that, but I'm guessing this is just the tutorial. Need more materials. Oh, man, we ran out of planks again? There you go, Felipa. You also get a sawmill. There we go. You built the house already? I wish there were more people like you. I don't have much to give you, but I hope this recipe will be enough. Thieves' top. Kinda suspicious, Felipa, but I guess I'll take it. So how good is this Thieves' top? Evade chance as well as 12 armor, which doesn't make it as good as the one we currently have unless you count the evade chance. See, there's a recipe in this house here. What is it? A carrot salad. Oh, some carrots as well. Alright, that's right here. I guess we go down south to Boar's Crag next. Well, the name really is Boar. That's a lot of them too. Oh boy. Oh man. I can't really get my stamina back. Is this boar bigger than the rest? Let's kind of lure them off a bit. Nice, one of them died by bleeding, giving me time to stab the other one. They don't notice I'm here. Alright, stab the big guy. There we go, big one's dead. He has something for us. Interesting. Come on. Just one step, you're down. Sweet. Okay, there we go, that's all down. That was kind of dangerous. What's in this sack that the big one had? Just a tusk. You're free, though. But that's what we already have. So, not really helping me much, is it? I guess we can dismantle it, get a bunch of parts back. But those didn't really cost that much stuff. It was just the bones as well as the dust we get from enemies. Here we go into a cultist camp. That's the shipwreck place, isn't it? And if that entire place is cultist, then I definitely want to heal up before we go in there. Here's another cultist camp. This one is probably a bit smaller. Putting a barbecue on the fire. Oh man, archers. Alright, just this archer is left. There we go. What is this? Boars. We're all having trouble sleeping. I swear the boars to the south are trying to intimidate us. Every time I close my eyes, there's a snort or a grunt. Every night, the dead air fills with squeals and oinks. Most worrying is the larger one. I've seen it look at me like I'm an insect. Now, they're all dead, so I would say sleep tight, but you're all dead. Oh, can we grab that behind you? No? Oh, what do you guys have to say? Okay, this is a cellar. How much would this tusk be worth? Only 127? That's not that much, man, for a tier 3 one. Alright, the Lombard. Hail to you, fair traveler. I see that you're clearly smitten by the magnificence of my steed. If you like a horse of your own, I can teach you. However, there's a catch. The cultists set up 2 roadblocks nearby, preventing anyone from riding through. Wipe them out, and we can talk more. Okay, I imagine, yeah, we already cleared out the one. Second one, there. I'm guessing he will teach us how to make the treats, which will be good. Now though, let's head back real quick, get some sleep, and then I guess we can work on that roadblock. Wow, there's just a displaced chest out in the open. Thing has shotgun and shotgun shells. And as well as a note, dangerous roads. With the eternal invasion and those weird cultists looming around it, it has become increasingly risky. And then she dead. Alright, I can see the cultist camp up here. And I guess we may as well just jump straight in. Not like they're gonna pose a massive threat. Yeah, it's just dodge backwards and do stabbing. The spear makes that so easy. Let's see, we need to fix this up as well at some point. Copper heals. Yeah, you know what? Let's go for Copper Hill and then make our way back to the roadside camp. Well, it's infested by these guys. And the archers here are a bit more devastating because they're standing up and annoying to reach spots right now. Gonna have to fight their way up here. Right, you gotta go. Right, that right there should be the very last of them. There we go. Easily dealt with. There's a formation of rocks here. Is this a digging spot, perhaps? Yes. Bunch of marble. Oh. And then in the middle here, there's a displaced chest with a singular grenade. What is up, my guy? Thank you for making the road safe again. I'll give you the recipe for the horse treat. To cook it, you need to gather a lot of ingredients. I'd learn farming if I were you. Well, alright then. What does it cost, though? Wow, that is really a lot of supplies, man. 35 carrots as well as 35 lettuce. Alright, I grabbed some supplies to fix up the bridge we saw earlier. We're gonna fix that up and then head back to the portals. Alright, let's have a little look. We're unable to make one, we're missing carrots. I guess that's probably why he said we need to learn farming. Which I'm pretty sure we can already. We just need seed bags, as well as a hoe. Let's designate this spot here for farming. Requires 10 leaves. Okay, well that's a requirement I did not expect. Why can I not use it? Does it like need to be near water as well? Doesn't seem like that is the case. I don't get it. Okay, well, I am quite clueless. We'll figure this out another day, I guess. Which means for now, let's head towards the graveyard. Alright, let's start taking them down. Alright, we're gonna have fun here. We can easily get to those archers. This is probably why we would want to have a bow and arrow. Alright, archer, you're mine. The stamina allows for it. There we go. This is actually a pretty interesting camp, though. Just build it out of shipwrecks. So what else is around here? Why are you standing alone in a house? Ooh, healing potions. Nice. Okay, that's a lot of them. Thank God I was able to get rid of the archer, but even so... Oh, that guy has a spear too. He's the most dangerous. I know the bloody power of spears. And a shield, something I never really use with this thing. Probably should, though. There we go. He was carrying a potato. Also something I don't really do. Then again, a lot of these guys seem to carry a random assortment of vegetables. If all of them could carry carrots, though, that'd be great. This house seems to be pretty high up. And there's a note here, too. Bad deal. I just can't shake off the feeling that we've been dealt a bad hand of cards. We're working as enforcers for gods that clearly don't care about us at all. Do our leaders know something we don't? Or are we just sacrificial pawns to be discarded when the play is over? And what's up here? A lunchbox. Finding a lot of those as well. I think I'm just gonna sell them all off. There's an achievement for selling like 10k worth of supplies to the merchants. Probably mostly gonna come from all of that, to be honest. There is someone that doesn't look like a cultist in there. Can we sneak up on this spear guy? Yes, sweet. Okay, but he is starting to attack us, so... Why? Captain Hurtha. Well, you're not too tough, mate, but... Your archer friend's kind of annoying. Yeah, what you gonna do without your bloody captain boss, eh? What you have? Oil stones, also onions, and a bit of money. Nice. Oh, I see a box of carrots. We have to get in there. Where's the stairs up? Right here. Guess along the way we have to deal with a bunch of archers. And there is something to collect here. Cultist robe, or cultist top. Carrots. So yeah, as I was expecting before we got to here, the entire place is just infested with these cultists. What am I hearing? Oh, that's the pylon we're looking for. And that's also the final section of the cultist base. This was the actual boss arena until we just lured it out. Well, let's demolish that. I guess the base does make sense. They're just protecting this pylon. And with that, they could keep hold of this city here. So it seems like these eternal barriers might still be up. Alright, let's go towards the city. We've explored a lot today already, damn. I did quite like this camp. Not that it was a challenge per se, but it was pretty fun nonetheless. I guess it's more different than what the other islands had so far. Oh, we can unlock the anvil. That allowed us to separate certain parts, I'm pretty sure. Let's see, I'm also making a couple carrot salads, which kind of wasting our carrots. But it's for the blocking upgrade, something I don't do, so definitely was a waste. And let's see, the barrier is open. Let's see what is up around here. Two people that want to talk to us. Seems like they have an anvil, so that's quite convenient. I did not bring any marble. Seems like we can set up a proper camp around here. Alright, Henrik, what do you want? You have any ingredients to spare? I sent Fader to check the fields, but he hasn't returned. I'm sorry to be so direct, but many here are starving. While the barrier held us in, we couldn't get our food and had to survive on rations for too long. I'm no cook. I remember my mother's fish stew. Could you bring me some oaf skills along with carrots and onions? Sure. He doesn't want to speak to me right now. I need food. I'm guessing once we give them any food, I'm gonna open up a bunch more quests. Looks like that gives us access to Hawkdorf's hut. Go check that out real quick. And that's almost the final part of this entire section here of the map. Someone built a statue and some very convenient explosive barrels, eh? That's a lot of scrap right there. Well, there's a dude around. What you need, man? Ah, I see a brave soul venturing out to seek aid. The one and only Hawkdorf. You might wonder why I live in seclude. The answer is quite simple. I've trained my body to be a living weapon, and living aside others would put them in constant danger. You too might learn to be like me, but first you need to have enough strength to break the stone blocking the cave entrance next to us. Okay. Haven't seen a cave entrance yet, but it's over there, and that is work in progress. This quest is considered work in progress. Character can't reach the required damage yet. What is the required damage? 80. Yeah, so it's similar to a cave on the first island. Which in that case, let's take that away, or put that off our quest list. Right, the farms are accessible to us as well. Seems like there is a dude with a quest here. They might teach us farming. Feather, what's up, man? Oh, the other guy was looking for you. Ah, capable-looking individual. Might I borrow a moment of your time? During our unfortunate imprisonment, the fields were neglected. There are carrots in the storeroom that must be planted, or famine will compose our final chapter. And no, before you ask, I do not till soil. I'm an accomplished writer, not a rustic laborer. But you do know how to farm, I assume? No. I don't, man. I guess we're gonna have to figure that out now. I also need a bunch of rocks to fix up a bridge. Where's that gonna go? Off the map? This already looks skilled to me, so we might be able to just plant there. Maybe we can only farm in these farming patches that have already been kind of predetermined. There's a question mark there. I haven't seen that in a long time. Oh, wow, that's loud. I thought of something. I should return to the campfire. Alright. Larger islands consist of multiple zones. Each zone has its own obelisk. I already know that from Sanctus, though. I wonder why it says it here. Maybe this was supposed to be the second island? But that doesn't make much sense, because this one is also a lot larger than Sanctus is. Many questions, for sure. Actually, if we defeat some of the Eternals that we saw on the other side of the bridge, we can fix up that teleporter. Seems to be quite a lot around here. Right, I think we only needed 2. We got 3 of them, so it should be fine. But if you want to give us another one, I mean, be my guest, man. Fix up the teleporter. Let's head up. Oh, what's up here? Okay, it's just the pylon and this for some reason. I'll check that in a sec. Let's first get rid of the spawner. I thought it was a pylon up here, right? Yeah, it's a bit farther. Okay, so what is this then? Ah, I see. Time puzzle. These are rather tight jumps. It's all fine up until that point. You should kind of jump a bit too far. There we go. I think we got it. Nice. All that for displaced chest. More shotgun shells. I think I'm gonna sell them at this point. We're not really using the shotgun. I thought it was a fun weapon and all. Alright, and I see the pylon over here. And then there's another spawner on this side. It's not really spawning anything though, which is weird. Like there's a few up here, but there's like no Eternals. Let's fix up our chest. Now that we can use it, let's see if we can get the hoe as well as the seed bag back out. Do we actually have any of the red oath skill? Oh yeah, sweet. Let's talk to this guy, finish up that quest. You have the ingredients? Every minute counts. Yeah man, here you go. We get oath skills too, sweet. Excellent. I can have the stew ready in no time. Though it may take a little while for the people to regain their strength. You're a real help, you know that? Here's a recipe for the stew as thanks. Not sure, no problem, man. Let's go towards the farmland. Let's see if my first hypothesis was alright. And we only hoe on here. Right, we need some of the leaves. Right, that is kind of odd that we can only do it on this farmland. Or just retilling it. My only guess is that they keep it fertile. That is why we decide to do it here. Or at least we know that the land is fertile. Put it that way. But then again, I'm also guessing that is why we're placing the leaves down. Right, I'm creating a rather large patch. That's mainly because we need a lot of carrots. Alright, and now we just wait, I'm guessing, until that is done. And I noticed that we never checked out this house. There's a letter here. We're penned in like animals. No way out. No word from beyond the barrier. Every day Lucia goes to the edge, hoping someone, anyone, might hear her. I admire her courage. But it feels like shouting into a storm. We're done for. Well, a good thing she did. What does planting matter efficiency mean? Not 100% sure, but I guess we'll upgrade it nonetheless. And also, now that we have the anvil, let's see how that works. So we place the axe in there, for example. We get wooden axe handle, as well as a stone blade. And there's also how we can put them back together. Alright, let's keep this handle. That seems like it could become useful. And then what if we recycle the axe head? Okay, we just get a bunch of the early materials out of that. Also, we learned this too. Make one. Then we can use it at our campfire. Armor points +2. That's actually really good. I also saw that we could saw up the hardwood planks. Hardwood logs into hardwood planks. I got these on the northern side of Sanctus. But with these, we can unlock wooden floors. And let's see, we need silver ingots as well as more hardwood planks to unlock the vanity table. We'll get that done one day. We don't have much hardwood, so... Nor do we actually have silver bars, but I'm guessing that's just silver in the regular smelter. Yes, it is. Alright, looking at the map, we pretty much completed everything we could for now, except for the fishing spots, but I'll do that off camera. I'm going to be leaving it off over here. In the next episode, we're going over to this obelisk right here, see what else there is to find. Though we might want to help the people here in Calenti first. With that being said, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye everyone.